Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, the video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello. How are we all? Welcome, come on in. Hello, oh, there's my little fluffy bit there. Fluffy bit, that's a bit wrong, that, isn't it? My fluff, she's a fluffer. Anyway, what am I using? I haven't got a clue, so we're going to wing it today. So Rachel, good morning, my wing. I've got pen, a pencil, a ruler, my brand new scarf, and I'm using a word. And I'm going to do work around a word. So I've also found my old clarity map, which I love. And, you know, it's stuck because I'm a really mucky drawer. So what we're going to use is a favourite word. And we're going to go from there. We're going to go from the favourite word and build up. Now, I know Leonie does very similar with stuff like this to clarity. So I'm not in any way saying, oh, this is my idea. I'm just saying that I'm going to start and do something similar. So it's always important to make sure that you tell everybody where you get your ideas from. So I'm going to catch up a little bit. That's from Rachel. I always make her laugh. And hello, Jenny. We've got Vicky. Hello, Vicky. Hope you're feeling a bit better, my lovely. We've got afternoon. We've got Karen. Not seen you for ages. I hope you're okay. Oh, Emma, thank you. Wonderful, Emma. Facebook user. Hello. Then we've got Facebook user. Our lovely Linda. Facebook user. And hi, Joe. Hi, Carol. And you know what else? You know, Rachel, she does a magic. Guess who we've got a live for? Who will be thinking about and join the group? Only Finnabar. Anna Dabrowski. Only Finnabar's joined the group. Oh my word. And because she's been told by the lovely Olga, she's part of our admin now, who gets us all thinking. And it's brilliant. We're just going for it. So I think the word I'm going to use is Joanne Sharp is a really good artist for words. So I'm just going to click you off, Linda, because otherwise you'll be there all blooming day and you'll be fed up with me. So I'll take that off as well because that's annoying me. But I've got to find out where, I'm very, I like to think I know what I'm doing, but I don't. So I don't want to do masses of work, but I need to do some. I want to do a word, but I want to decorate it. So these are all the things. So if I put here a little like to-do list. So I've got a word. My brother's really inspiring me today. And the word is not about my brother, but it could apply to anybody, but it's about significance and meaning. It has no real meaning to anybody else. my friends, put an S on that because I have more than one sometimes, and decoration and embellishment. And is it a journal page or is it a piece of work? It could be both or all of them. So I've got an idea now of what I want to do. And I want to sort of come up with the word of it's either a couple of words. One of them is care. One of them is kin. Because my family doesn't just belong, it isn't made up of blood relatives. My family's made up of friends. And I like the word of kindred spirit. So let's just go for it. So I'm just going to put share. Okay, so let's go for it. So the first I'm going to do SHARE. That looks absolutely disgraceful, but when you listen to other people about how to embellish their handwriting, it's like, oh, couldn't do that. Yeah, we can. We're going to do some quite just really simple sort of graphic design with your lettering. So we've got our initial letter. If you think of this as your spine, so we're going to do that. I hope you can see I've put a line there and there. Okay, so that's going to be like the spine. So just put a line on all the ends of your letters. Okay, tops and bottoms. So here, it doesn't really matter. There's no if and on buts. We just need to know. So the next thing is, let's put a curl on and a curl on there. So we've gone, there's our spine. So we've gone like that. So we've gone to the middle and round. So it's this shape. And then from the top and round. Now, if you want to put a little bit in the middle, that's great. It does not matter, honestly. So here, let's see. We've got there is the inside. So this one, I want it to be a bit bigger because it's going to be, you can keep it all the same, if you want to. In fact, I might do. So here, now I might make it just that tiny bit. So there's the centre line. There. Now, so I'm going to keep this, and these can go up and down all they want. But as long as I keep it within that bit there, get me? It looks rubbish at the moment. So this is hidden behind there. I'm not inventing anything. I'm just so the A is hidden there, and we'll have the E bumping down just behind it. Let's do so. Right, looks shocking. I'm going to go in with a pen because I really don't care at the moment too much about anything else. I'm just going to go in with my pen. Okay, so we've got an S, which I don't like. And then right, okay, not bad. It's not great, but it's a start. So that's how I start my fundamentals of me. Now, I'm not a lover of the S at the moment, but I might need to do something with it. So here, I've got my share. So I'm just going to add some serifs, and serifs are just the little edges on them. And I'm just going to go quite sketchy over it. Lots of lines. And, you know, it gets nicer the more lines you put on it. So, I really don't like my S, but I'll work on it. But it looks better now. Okay, so really simple how to get your lettering done. It's not the best way for everybody. Hello, Denise. Hi, Lindsay. Right, so it's not best for everybody. It doesn't matter though. That's the point. It doesn't matter. But what I am going to do now is think about adding stuff to it. So I'm going to draw with my pen, I think. I'll go, oh, that's a bit small, that pen, you won't see it. I'm going to get in, well, that'll do, even though it's a pen. I'm going to get in some of the patterns out of my book. Now, if you've got, this, I'm looking in my sketchbook at the moment, and if you've got ideas that you want to do, you put your ideas in, but we're going to sort of do it around it. So I'm going to just put in the background just here, not all the way around. Just in sections, I've just put some circles there. So get it? Just like small circles. Alive! I am alive today. Right, so I'm not going to stay like that because it's not what I want, but it's coming along. This is very much a thought process, what I'm doing today, not a finished piece. It could be a finished piece if I want it to be, but not at the moment. So I'm just adding doodles here. So now I'm going to put in a circle there. I've got my little template here, just excuse me. So that won't fit anywhere, that. Sorry, I've got to find a pen that'll fit through the hole. There. Come on, I need a big hole. Right, so I've put two big holes there, two big circles like that. They look a bit stupid at the moment, but they you know, hopefully with a bit of sort of practice, I'll a bit of there we go. all I'm doing is creating sunshine. Mad that I've already done one because I'll add another one there. There we go. So I've got starting with this now, and then I'm going to fill in all these. So I'm not going to put circles everywhere, just within this area, I think. Bring that round. Now I'm going to just put in some patterns. Just feeling the pattern mood. Don't matter about any lines that are already there. You just start to change them. So this is like a lotus flower, really. And yeah, why am I doing this? Well, I want to draw. I'm doing a lot of drawing for work at the moment, and I'm loving it. But I want to loosen up what I'm drawing because it's very fixed in one sort of element at the moment because that's what I've got to do. But by doing this, I'm allowing myself a bit more freedom. So what you can do is, I don't really want to continue it. I could continue it underneath there and leave the letters white, which might look nice actually. And that the letters will pop out. It's whatever floats your boat. So I'm just going to put a circle here. Just draw. It really does not matter. All that matters is that you're freeing up your arms, your brain. Let your brain draw pretty patterns. Let your brain sort of have a break. You don't have to continually sort of create art pieces that are worthy of a frame or whatever you think. You just chill. Wiggle your toes in your carpet. Make sure you're in that moment. And just get your pen. Don't even use a rubber because you're too, like me, I'm too old in tooth now to use them. But yeah, you know, part of the time I used to rub it out too much. So I'm not rubbing it out today. I'm just going with it. And if there's a line that's wrong, it'll stay wrong. And I am liking the idea of, so of doing this because I think this is what's needed. There we go. Can you see it's just popping? Not good. I don't think I'll do it all the way around. I think I just like it there. There's enough. And then I'll just put a little bit of, that's it there. So beef that up. We've got this. I don't really like the S. I think the S has not worked that well, but I put some dangles on these and hopefully that will create a nice space for these. So if I put a like that, it looks tidier and better, and I can even put them there, can't I? And then I can put them off the E and the R. So like that. You get me? So yeah, I like that. It's up to you whether you want to add more. So we've got some now that is not as annoying me as much, I can move on a little bit now. So we're going to move into some of these patterns. And I'm just drawing like this. I'm not thinking about all over here. I'm just thinking about this one and where it's going to end. I'm not thinking about, oh, what am I going to do over it? I'm thinking about this one. And it's a really important, remain present in whatever you're doing. It helps you forget that random rubbish that perhaps is just completely infiltrating your mind, causing your creativity to sort of be stopped, whatever you call it. It's just stopping it, or you're too worried about other stuff. This is a way of getting rid of that. You're now just in that moment. So here, I like this round shape, and I think it's got a really nice pattern to it. So I'll do smaller ones inside. They don't have to be the exact same size. Like that. Oh, what's that there? Oh, it's a pencil. So, get rid of any extra pencil. You shouldn't really do that until your pen's dry, because otherwise it make a right codswallop. But so these are like, remind me of rice stitches, and they're like little pips. It's been a while since I've just sat down and drawn with everybody, and I'm pretty certain I'm not on my own. And if I perhaps need to, perhaps other people might need to as well. Got a flower there. I'm just going to put that in there just to give it the, because it's all about being all together, isn't it? All different parts come together and create a whole. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, it does sort of block it up, doesn't it? So just try your best, if you can, to just, when you're drawing this dot, just stay with this dot. Don't go over there. Just stay with this dot. Don't look at that, oh, that looks a bit dodgy. Start doing, no, just stay with that. Go back to it if you need to, but just stay with that. We get a continuity then. I really like that. So here, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and work this way, okay? So I'm going to go. If you need to use your, we're going to do this the opposite way. If you need to use your pencil first, do it. So I'm not going all the way. I'm doing like a scallop, not all the way up to the top. And what I'm doing is I'm going to do like a little crown. There we go. So, as I've always said, some of you might not have seen me before doing this, but as I've always said, it's important that when I do a design, I try and bring some continuity throughout. So I often use the same patterns but slightly change them. So like this one is this pattern and this pattern, that pattern added to it, and that way it looks more, for me, cohesive. There we go. I quite like that. Yeah, I quite like that. It's quite nice now. I'm just going to put in some. I'm using my pen flat, and when you use your pen flat like that, you've got a really flat end. So if it looks quite thick, it is a number 8 though. If it looks quite, is it? Oh, right. Yeah. It's because I'm using it flat. It's a happy design, yeah. It is a happy design. And I'm glad about that. Happy, 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 happy. Right, so I'm looking at this and how am I going to make this similar but different? Okay, so you look at it and you think, right, okay, I love my circles, I love my squares, so I'm going to do a little few. I think I'm going to just bring that in there. I think that allows it to flow a little bit more now. It don't look as shot off, does it? Do you know? So let's have a look. What will I do next? Well, I quite like the idea of circles. Why am I going to this end? Well, I found the easiest way of me sort of getting them centered is to go end, end, middle, and then divide them up. Doesn't matter that there's a little chink there or a little bit extra because we'll colour that in. They look like hot telephone, don't they? And then, okay, so right, so I've got some patterns leaning across there. I think I might do a long slice. Like that. Might put some more circles just to, that's it. And then what will I do? I like the crown bit. Makes me feel happy that we're all very busy doing stuff or creating stuff that needs to be done or deadlines or Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and you know, don't lose sight of the creativity that we need to do. I'm only adding a little bit because it's annoying me a little bit, but I will put in some. This is not how at all how I thought it was going to be. I'm quite happy with that because sometimes in life we have these plans and we can't, the plans don't come to fruition, but we have to make the most of what we have got. So rather than moaning about what we haven't, we think what we have got and use it. Like little bubbly bits coming out now, and makes more sense to me now. So let's think of a pattern here. So what have we got there that I haven't got? I haven't got a black dot there. So please try this at home. Just try letting your mood take your artwork over. I know it's a bit of a cheesy thing when I said, oh, it's mood, also it's mood, but it is actually all about that. It's all about you creating art depending on the mood that you're in. And sometimes you need to do it just to let go of any angst you've got. And it's so rewarding. It really is rewarding. See, I went really scruffy in here, and I'm going back now and this is all about, it's a bit like your life, isn't it? You're going back and tidying the bits up that you need to, because otherwise it's like trying it out. If it works, tidy it up, sort of thing. Get me? So I'm just adding some dangles now, and dangles are they're like drawn embellishments. Not a lover of that one. So I just put 3 there because 3 is a good number, or 5 or 7 or anything, and it'll match in with these. I'm really enjoying this at the moment. I'm going to change my pen over now to get a thinner line because I think it's a little bit heavy now for what I want. I want to do some details, so I've moved in with a 2 now. And I quite like the idea of you see the difference, can't you, straight away with the pens. I need my gigs. Come here, gigs. Shall I use my broken ones, my fingy ones, or I'll use these ones. National Health ones, either can hate these. Right. They're not National Health, they're the cheapest ones. I can't get National Health. I have to pay for everything. So here, I've got the 2. Oh, yeah. Hope Marcia has a brilliant weekend. She's there cavorting in London. That pen's running out. The problem is it's not running out. It's just this is cartridge paper. So what's happening is it's drinking it up. You need a smooth paper really when you're using these, because cartridge paper just wants to draw all the ink out of your pen. So just be warned that it's that's how it is. I'm using actual pen now, and it's called a pen nib, and it's not a number. It's actually a pen. So PN. So what I'm going to do is just put in 2, 3, about 4 lines. No matter if there's 3, 2, but around about that. Right, so you can keep some like that, or I'm going to go every other one. Like that. So, go away. Just the neck. Right, so this is a bit I like. Being scratchy with my pen. I'm not colouring it in dead neat. Way I went a bit Pete Tong there. Never mind. Like I say to you, if somebody's that close to your work and spots it, they're not your mate. Either that or they're just trying to rob your ideas. No, I'm only joking, but you know, there's nothing worse than some twit saying, you missed a bit. You're like, oh, right, I'll miss a bit on you in a minute. So we've got these patterns forming here, which could be all sorts. They remind me of Fringy Patterns, Alice in Wonderland, them sort of, you know. So with these, I might add a few more just to give it a bit more weight, so it doesn't look so. Next turn. So again here, I'm going to put in some rounder shapes, still the same, but rounder. Right, so in here we've got the same, just a different shape. I like doing this because introducing new shapes, introducing new patterns is like introducing a bit of interest. But it's only pen work. I'm not doing anything adventurous, just pen work today. You can add shade, pattern, tone, texture, whatever you want, but you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. And then again here, I'll add more weight to it. Like that, create it in the background. And I think I really like them patterns. You could overdo the whole thing in a. Oh, that fits. I'm just going to put a pencil line around it. It fits in the whole circle, look. How cool is that? I weren't planning on it doing that, but it fits in a whole circle. Whether you want it in an whole circle is different, isn't it? So, yeah, I do actually. I'm just going to because I'm doing a dotted line, it means I can bring it out a little bit because it doesn't quite fit a circle. So there we go. Can you see I've just moved it out a little bit now? So it's a bit, and if we get rid of the pencil line, the circle doesn't seem to be as important anymore, does it? You've got the shape, but it's not. So here, I quite like the idea of, I'm going in with my pen. Here, what I'm going to do is just, I've got this little stencil here. I use stencils a lot when I'm drawing, you know, like straight ones, only because I can get what I want then. Ah, you bum. There we go. So just pull them to a, oh, hey, pencil's gone. Just pull those two down and I'll just create some little marks now. Doesn't look too good at the moment, but it will do. Hope. Famous last words. So what I'm doing, oh wait, that's not straight, is it? It's a right wonky wall, that. So I'm just going to pull out the old fringe and I'm just going to put in, oops, you can't see, sorry. Like that. So what I'm going to do is put some of these patterns in because it's a little bit too, if I bring these patterns in now, it won't look as staid or as like square as that. So all I'm doing is just follow some of the patterns that I've already drawn. And I'm just going to put them in the top here and then I'll put some dangles hanging off it. Like that. Can you see how it doesn't have the same effect as as so square now? It looks like there's, oh yeah, I get it now. The patterns are similar. Just drawing some lines in there. Right. Now what I'm going to do is a checkerboard. So again, I'm just scribbling little scribbly lines. You do whatever you want. The only reason I'm doing this is so I've got something to sort of hang my dangles off. So here, what pattern I haven't, So, okay, we've got one there, 1, 3. So we've gone for the crown pattern. So just going to put in some lines like that. The lines will be reminiscent of these, I think. So let's have I'm just using all the lines I've got from other and shapes I've got. So if I look at this, I've got a circle. Could have a checkerboard. I always like the hearts because they always remind me that you. So here, let's see what we've got there. We've got a 3 dots. And a heart. We've got a dot that way. A dot that way. There we go. Right, we've got quite a lot going on up there now, but we've built up this pattern. Like that. Quite happy with that. We could add some more here. And then I'm just going to choose some of the patterns to just fill in. There we go. So it's all over the place, that, isn't it? I really like it though. I think you spend hours just filling in the little gaps that interest you. And then yeah, I really love it. I just think being able to share swear words are great because you can just put swear words in and it don't matter because who cares, you know. But I think we need some circles here just to you know, as we were saying, like Olga, myself and Rachel last night, in the banters, that we're it's about an exorcism or an egotism, and sometimes you just need to get all that rubbish out, don't you? And whether it looks pretty or not, is it meant to look pretty? Are the words you're saying pretty? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, does it? If the words aren't pretty, then you know, and how you're saying them are not pretty, then then having them look pretty don't always sort of say what you mean. So I'm just going to put in some little not all over, I'm just in. It's sort of like going over the, you know, the, as I said, the spine of the letter. And I like that now. I'm going to get some pencil on it now. Not a lot. I just think it deserves a little bit of pencil now. Deserves. You heard me. It deserves a bit of pencil. What's this one? Oh, it's H. It's a bit too hard. Oh, it'll do. It'll do. Don't need it too heavy. So I'm just going to put in a little bit. Just a little bit. Not paying too much attention to the pattern that I'm going over. I'm just creating a little bit of shadow on it. And with it being a H pencil, which means hard, it means that I don't get a lot of dark. I just get a shade on it. So I'm not too worried about it being too heavy. Because if to do that, I'd need a bold black or a B pencil, as they call them. But you could add like a shot of colour through this on your hearts if you wanted like red. Got a red pen here. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I quite like that. Just a shot of red. Be free with your pencil. Let your pencil do what it wants. Don't ever be scared. You can rub it out. Let it just go. A bit like letting your pen go. Just write what you want. Say what you want. Write, draw what you want. Get it out in the open. It doesn't have to be for everyone to see. It just has to be out to help, if it helps. So, yeah. I'm dedicating this one to my brother. And let's see, an hour. Not bad that for an hour. Watercolours as a wash with gel pens, yeah, it's like as you say. If like Emma said, as long as it's waterproof. Yeah, it is important. Let your words carry you. Let your ideas carry you. You know, if you want to create sharpness in your stuff, just go back over with your rubber and clean up your words so that, you know, if you've gone over with your pencil when you've been shading, it doesn't really matter, because then what we're using is we're drawing with the rubber then, and we're taking away anything extra. And we're going with the rubber now. And I quite like that, considering we had all these lines at the beginning that I didn't like. I'm still not a lover of this this word. I think it still needs something. So I can't rest till I do it. So I think I'm just going to go. I like that better. Might not be for some, but I like that better. It's got me in the words now. It's got all that angst out. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a white pen. I don't want it to be as prominent because sharing's it shouldn't be out in, you want to share stuff. There's times when you want it in the open and times when you don't, isn't there? I prefer that now. Prefer that. I think what I would do is get a little bit of water on it, and I think I'd go in with a white pen as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'd go in with a white pen, but no, happy with that. It's weird, isn't it? All those scratchy lines in it. I like it when I put scratchy white lines on top of it. Yeah, that's it. And yet, what people say, well, why didn't you just leave it? Well, I wouldn't have all the scratchy lines on it. So the scratchy lines of underneath give it a bit more interest, I think. I think I'd add a bit of colour to this as well. Not a lot. Because that's what life is, isn't it? Well, mine is. It's all turbulence and then, out of the chaos or the frenetic or frantic life, which is what we live every day, we make a neat and tidy outlook. Well, we show it to other people, don't we? Yeah, I think I put a bit of colour on that myself, but I really like that. That to me, doing what I've just done then, is more significant than all of it. But there again, it only matters to me. It don't matter to anybody else. You do what you do. So, yeah. There you go. Even signed it. I never signed the work. I did sign the one that I sent to Jackie, though. Yeah, I hope she got that. So, yeah, lots of scratches and we'll love that. I'll scratch the surface, so to speak. Very symbolic. Anyway, I'm going to be back Sunday, I hope, to do one. But meantime, we've got we've got a live tonight. We've got lives all over the weekend. I'm hopefully going to be back on Sunday at 12 or at the evening. And then I'll be able to share a little bit more with you. But I really hope, if I don't see you before then, have a wonderful weekend. And remember, life's about sharing in whatever way you can. And sometimes it's good to talk, but it's good to get it out. And yeah, thank you so much for your time. And we've not done bad for an hour, have we? You're more than welcome, everybody. And the thing is, don't forget, stop wherever you want to. You don't have to do it like me. You stop. If you want it to look nice, you keep it nice. You don't have to do anything. You just want to just draw. So, yeah, big love to everybody.